I wasn't initially planning on making this video, but then I saw the romance anime of the season and I thought, holy hell. There's a lot of romance anime this season, so why don't we weebs go and see 10 of the best romance anime to watch this season? Let's go. Number 10, more than a married couple, but not lovers. Alright, here's a game for all you loners out there. In this high school, there's a class called Couple Practice. What's the class about? This class teaches you how to live with a partner of the opposite sex. They are monitored through cameras and then they are given a grade. Pretty interesting class actually. And the two guinea pigs for this class are high school students Jiro Yakun and girl Akari Watanabe. What's the bad news? Well, both of them hate each other. The guy wanted to do couples practice with another girl and the girl wanted to have the class with another guy. What's even worse is that they realize the people they want have been actually partnered together. Now the two must find a way to reach the top 10 and get a chance to exchange couples. If you want a crazy premise with a high school that finally teaches something meaningful, then give this one a shot. Number 9, Love Flops. Wait, give me a second to check the poster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh yeah, we know where this is going. Meet Ashikashiwagi, a guy who's living a pretty average high school life, just like the rest of the anime characters, but one day he gives the predictions of a fortune teller coming true when he gets confessed by 5 girls. Now before you roll your eyes and try to jump out of the balcony, this is a reminder to not judge an anime by the cover. My theory is to give it a shot, and it has both comedy and romance tags in it, so it's going to be fun to watch even if you don't like the romance aspects. This is also an anime original show, so none of those manga or light novel readers can spoil you. Number 8, Bibliophile Princess. This anime is for all of you who want a love story between a prince and a princess, but this princess loves books and she hates human contact. And when her engagement comes along, she finds that her suitor, Crown Prince Christopher Selkirk Asherald, is actually a pretty nice guy. He proposes a deal, become his fiancé in name only, and he'll leave her alone. Our girl agrees. But jealousy comes along and hits her head with a strong metal bat when our guy finds another girl. Then our princess thinks, oh no, I don't want that. The crown prince with the really weird name finding another girl? I want him to think about me for a while, 10 years at least. So that's basically what you have in this anime. A nerdy girl, a charming prince, and a love triangle. Number 7, Romantic Killer. After seeing the premise, I thought that this was a shoujo anime targeted toward the female anime audience, but it turns out this is actually a shonen anime. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. Here we have a high school girl who spent her entire life playing video games and eating snacks, so she basically is like a female otaku. But a magical creature one day transports her to an alternate reality. Here she meets a bunch of guys along with the popular bad boy Tsukasa Kazuki, and now she must find a way to survive in this world along with these guys. Judging by the trailer, this looks like a reverse harem show, but this is going to air on Netflix, so all you Netflix lovers can keep an eye out for this one and let me know. Number 6, Yurisi Yatsura. The old anime fans must already know this anime. It aired back in 1981. Oh wait, if you watched this in 1981, that means you're at least 50 or 60 years old. And it's time to rejoice, old folk, because this anime is coming back and it has been renewed for 46 episodes. Yurisei Yatsura is about a guy called Ataru who is sent to represent humanity during a duel between humanity and aliens. He gets to face a girl called Lum, the daughter of these aliens. Here Ataru makes a promise to marry his girlfriend, but Lum interprets this as a desire to marry her. So she comes down and lives with him. If you've heard the coming and living with the girl trope and watch shows of that niche a lot, then you'll find this interesting. Even if you hate that trope, you'll still find it interesting. This is one of those old but gold shows that's going to get renewed. Number 5, No Doubt in Us Season 2.
曾可试试劳碌贵妃。
贵妃线下协理6宫，我自不好抢他人功劳，或者还是皇上亲自选好。
Here we have another prince and princess story, but this time it's a Chinese anime. Meet Emperor Xiao Zhun and spirited Empress Zhu Yu, and they are always constantly at odds with one another and they're always at each other's throat. But then they switch bodies. The emperor becomes the empress and the empress becomes the emperor. Will this help them settle their differences? I don't know, ask them. Or you can just watch this anime and find out. This is one of those Chinese romance anime that uses the enemies turning lovers trope really well. Since it is a Chinese anime and it is pretty underrated, I thought to speak about this since the trailer looked really good. And along with the romance, you get some politics as well. Who doesn't love politics these days? Season 2's coming along, so binge Season 1 and be ready for Season 2. Number 4, I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. This is about a girl who was playing otame games who becomes the story's villain. And before you start to whine saying, "No, this is a ripoff of my next life as a villainess," let me tell you the concept is the only thing similar in the two anime. Here, instead of 4 guys, we got 1 guy, and this time the entire fate of the world is at stake. Yep, you heard that right. We got the Demon King coming in as well. And the final boss of the otame game is the Demon King himself. To make matters worse, our guy goes and starts dating another girl. Wait, didn't we hear that before? Well, who cares? This is an isekai with a cunning villainess, a charming prince, and a demon lord who has yet to make an appearance. It is released right now, so go watch the episode. Number 3, Boku ga Ashita Sabute no Kime e.
私と付き合ってくれない？
どうして僕なんかに？
恋人だから。
Did you watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? That will save me the trouble of explaining the whole parallel world concept. Here we meet a guy called Koyomi Takasaki who is attending a local university prep school. He is one of these fellows with high social anxiety, so he has trouble making friends. But one day he is approached by a girl called Kazune, and she pretty much goes on and says, "Yo, we used to date in a parallel world, so why don't we start dating in this world?"
例えば、世界に100の君がいて、100の僕がいたとして。
Is this girl psycho? Does this mean our guy isn't a loner in parallel worlds? This is going to be one of those romance sci-fi shows with tons of mystery. It's getting released on October 7th, 2022, so keep an eye out for it. Number 2, Tonikawa Over the Moon for You Uniform.
なるほど、話は聞かせてもらった。私が必ずスカッちゃんに制服を着させてみせる。やはり男の子の気をそらせるのは。
Nope, this isn't a second season, guys. I'm sorry. And yes, I know you've been waiting several millennia for a second season, but this is not a second season. This is a bonus episode scheduled to release on November 22nd, 2022.
嘘言ってもしょうがないから言うけど、グッと来てしまうのは事実だ。
But those who don't know about this masterpiece, Tonikawa starts off with an accident but evolves into a marriage and then into the survival of an awkward, cute couple inside a small home. It is one of the best romance anime to get released in 2020 fall and something that diverted away from all the usual tropes we saw. Just like the original anime, this is going to be a kawaii, so make sure to give this a watch. Number 1, Sword Art Online Progressive Shetro of Deep Night. And at number 1 is Sword Art Online, but this time it's easier to call it Asuna Art Online because this follows Asuna's story, and this is a movie. It's actually the second movie, so before you watch this, you better be watching the first movie.
初心者じゃない。
俺たちだけでボスを倒そう。
For those who don't know, this movie completely tells the original story from Asuna's perspective. In other words, this means the writers had the time to admit the flaws of the first season and correct them. As a result, we have better pacing, characters actually thinking before making decisions, a great soundtrack by Yuki Kajura, a perfect balance between action and adventure, and even the character development and romance makes more sense. If you love Sword Art Online, you'll love this movie. If you hated Sword Art Online, you'll love this movie, because this feels like the best treatment everyone's favorite isekai light novel can get.